got a reasonable number of bullets. Oh, I saw you. I saw you. Just pop your head up again if you don't mind. Thank you. Oh god. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion 1.10. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and today you might notice our rather abysmal speed as we head towards the top distillery, because we're back in Omicron. I have left Sierra or Sienna? Was it Sienna or Sierra? I've forgotten now. Sienna. I've left Sienna for now. The problem is that we are very loaded up. I've got a whole bunch of neodymium, and that includes an update to the amount of neodymium in here as well. We've got tons left over. I've also changed the ship. We've decided we're going for the Acomas by Willie H. Now, this is actually a really nice ship. I've had quite a few different suggestions. I've looked around and I've had a good look at them all. I might do a little separate video on a bunch of the ships I looked at, but I think this one is for me the winner at the moment, and we're going forward with this one. It does mean we don't have enough iron because it is a bit bigger than what we were looking at before, and given the fact that we have some T3 cores, I don't see a problem with going a bit bigger. Cobalt's not going to be an issue, we've got plenty of that. Carbon substrate I need to work on, and one of the other things I need to find is some iron around here, which there should be some iron in Omicron orbit somewhere. So I'm hoping that as we bounce around doing the quest here, we will actually get the opportunity to pick up some iron, or at least spot a couple of resource asteroids, so I will head over to them at the time. Let's get over to the top distillery. So, why do they brew their beer in a distillery? Sounds wrong either way. That's true, because it should be a brewery, not a distillery. A distillery is for spirits. I see. Oh no, I thought they'd changed the layout, but they have not changed the layout. Now, whether you can still use a ship for this, I'm not sure. But that will be later anyway. We can just park for now, which we will do. But I'm going to leave the ship running because I want the constructor on board is rapidly trying to work through all of the cobalt and bring us back down to a sensible inventory size. So we'll go over and speak to Brewmaster Lark to get this quest underway. Good sir. Welcome, I'm Brewmaster Lark. We're having a bit of trouble right now, so I do not have a lot of time for visitors. I was sent to help, well, sort of. I was sent to get beer, actually. Hilk sent a message saying someone would come for a transport job. But I carry grave news. How should I put this? Pirates have raided our distillery and stolen the secret recipe of our new anniversary best-selling top root beer. This is very much back to the old quest. I've read all this before. So we're going to get tasked with tracking them down. They're going to say they've had to go at it. And we're going to go, there goes the easy job. So we're going to get sent over to a pirate base to sort them out. So we can pay them off. He's even given us a platinum bar to pay them off. And oh my god, look, these are... all this is that they've had the fault again, haven't they? Because they managed to have all this factioned at one point. It appears not to be factioned again now. So let's just run a quick check whether or not we're going to get absolutely murdered by them. Okay, so I've created a backup save just before I do this because, you know, things could go poorly and I don't want to ruin the quest line. But it appears that you could just loot this place to your heart's content again, which was a thing at one point. I mean, you can use their O2 station, which is also handy, and their med bay, but we don't need their med bay. But yeah, apparently you can just help yourself to all their stuff again. Which, I've got to admit, is a little bit cheaty. And there goes some of our need for iron. We'll be able to quickly boost up our iron, or reduce our iron requirements. Oh my god, there's loads of stuff here. Computers. So yeah, at least at the moment, it appears we can loot this place to our heart's content. The other thing I'm probably going to loot is the food. And we can even use their repair station. Which, how's my armor looking? My armor's okay at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. Bridge. Okay, we'll eat your snacks. We'll take your handgun. I mean, a lot of this can get sold, but we will just keep taking stuff. Sandwiches, that needs to go in a fridge eventually. And more stuff. So let's just put the stuff in the fridge that needs to fridge. Swap that over and go to fridge. And we'll fridge. Oh, my fridge is full. Okay. So what can come out of my fridge? All these sprouts. We have a lot of sprouts. Really? That did nothing. Right, the alien teeth. Okay. What about the alien parts? They don't decay either. That'll do. There we go. We can put all those back in the fridge now. Load that back up. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit cheaty, I would say, being able to rob all this stuff, because there's even more stuff back here as you go through all the containers. Let's turn the torch on. There is lots of bits back here, and I mean, this will be very helpful. I did note as well that Lark gave us a platinum bar. Now, I believe the platinum bar is going to get requested to pay off the pirates. And a big question you kind of get is, do you want to pay off the pirates? We'll have a look at that when we get there. I typically don't like to. But we might do it this way for a change. Because if you want to see a run through where I don't pay off the pirates, you'll be able to go back and see that, because I do that many a time. But let's go. I'll go through and just check out looting the rest of these goodies, and then we'll get on our way over to the pirate base. So the first point of interest here along route, as we were heading out towards the resources, was not the Inferno Club. This was combat wreckage, which is not something I've seen particularly much of in Omicron orbit previously, so this could well be new. This could be a good source of iron for our missing iron as well. The other thing it might be a nice source of is, looking at this, pentaxid or something like that. So we'll have a quick look around as we've got an EVA boost, and we can check out what we're looking at here. We're probably going to want a core if we're going to take parts. I mean, there's a lot of generators here. I mean, we're not too worried about the massive number of generators. This is not cored at all by the looks of it, based on that reaction. So we can obviously grab some fuel, which is always nice. Let's fuel, and apparently, oh, bit of pentaxid, excellent. But yeah, I mean, ultimately we could grab a reasonable amount of iron out of this. There appears to be a lot of spare generators kicking around here, and a few of these deco storages, which, as I say, often contain fuel and things like that. Doesn't appear to be a lot else of value here. No thrusters or anything like that. But this could boost up our iron supply quite significantly. So I might see if I can knock up a core and just grab some of this, just to see if that can boost up our iron and get things going. Well, I got bored with taking apart that wreckage, found a cobalt asteroid, and appeared to be being pursued by some Zirax space drones. I found yet another wreckage as I've been looking around out here, and this is a significant size wreckage. This one is. This actually is reminiscent to me of one of the Star Salvage ships. I mean, this thing is pretty big. Yeah, I recognize this. The only problem is I recognize I'm probably about to be set upon by some drones very shortly. Yep, right here. We are about to get attacked by some drones fairly quickly, by the looks of it. I mean, now space drones normally have some good loot. Unfortunately, I am not super maneuverable at the moment, so this is slightly less than optimal. I would have liked to have been a bit more maneuverable if I was going to be taking on some space drones. But I guess you just got to do what you got to do. Let's see. Oh, let's move that one out the way. That's one down. Pretty sure he's down. Alright, where was the other one? Where are you? And there you go. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Ah, another one down. So that leaves one left. We'll just do a quick reload a second as we try and catch the last one. And he's coming in for a straight run at us. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Running away. He's backing away. I've got a couple of hits on him there. Now he's out of range. Run, space drone scumbag. Is he actually running? Or is he going to come back for another run at us? I'm probably going to hop out and see if I can get these goodies a second. Even if he is going to come for another run at us. Because he is a way away. He's lost his friends, so I think he might run away from us. Nice. Space drones normally have some decent loot, but the fact that there's one running away means that we could end up with more coming back, so we might have to keep our eyes peeled for that, just in case we end up with some additional space drones coming back at us. But yeah, things like flux coils and stuff like that are quite common on these. No, he's coming back. He's coming back, so let's see if we can take him out as he comes for another run at us. Okay, and here he comes. We're going to move out the way, see if we can avoid taking too many hits. And he's down. There we go. Space drone down. Lots of XP for those. 3,600 XP for a space drone. Which is pretty nice. Alright, what you got for me? Computers, stuff like that. Okay. Nope, I want to get back in my ship, please. Thank you. Okay. So, back to looking at the wreckage, which was around here somewhere. He says, wreckage. 2 clicks away. So again, this might have some looting. I'm not expecting much from it. In fact, I'm probably gonna cut it out unless there's anything good. But over there as well, we'll just have a quick look. There is another resource here, but one thing you can tell is, see, that comes up red, so that is a Zirax base right there. So if I am going to go have a look at that one, I need to be a bit cautious. Okay, so I got a core building. Oh, a core built, in fact. I'm not sure. This one has no core. The other one did have a core I had to remove, but this one has no core. Again, laser rifles, a few things like that. These can all be grabbed. I wouldn't worry too much. I don't need to actually reduce the amount of build time required for my ship, but a lot of these do have some plastics on which I'm coming up a little short on, so I can grab them for that. Other than that, I can now, if I wish, play Drop Down Simulator, which can always be handy, and of course you can loot the wreckage into itself, which is another nice thing about doing a core. But at the moment I'm seeing nothing particularly exciting, just some basic parts which will help me build things like a core if I need to. Obviously I've just built one, but it wouldn't hurt to have another. Never does. Oxygen. Oxygen, wouldn't mind having some oxygen. That's always handy. The other thing we can do is quickly check in here under devices, see if there's anything particularly exciting here. Warp. There is a pentaxid tank, which obviously we just saw in the thing, so we could grab that. There's some explosive blocks, which is concerning. There's some RCS, which will definitely have some reasonable components in them. Other than that, doesn't appear to be much. A couple of T1 generators, which might not be too bad. Equipment. In all fairness, the T1 generators would not be a bad touch, and I might actually leave them rather than having them as something I have to carry around with me. I might just mark this wreckage and leave it, because if I want a couple of T1 generators to upgrade my new CV, it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of T1 generators handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this one cored for now, and I will leave this one marked up, this wreckage, and I'll put it as a pin and accept that, and we know now we've got it, and if we want to come back here and get those generators, we can. In the meantime, I want to try and check out this ore over here without getting blown up by the station. I think that'll be doable. Okay, so as you can see, I think that is a guy's shipyard right there, is what that looks like to me. I can't say for sure, but that's what it looks like to me. It's a tier 1, but it's shielded and it's big. We're 2 clicks away. That is something we do not want to mess with. I don't really want to get much under 2 clicks, because I think some guns might decide it'd be interesting to shoot at me from much shorter distance. I'm more than convinced this is probably going to be pentaxid. It's got that kind of bluey glow to it, and it would make sense if the promethium, there we go, if the promethium was protected. So that is likely. So whichever one that is that we're dead close to, we can delete. We know that that is a nasty guy's shipyard, and now we know that there is something else over here, and I will head over to the hidden pirate base and see if we can find any more asteroids on the way. So I've been roaming around here heading towards the hidden station. We found a couple more. There's some Promethean, there's another Zirax base here, there's another something else which we'll have to check out at some point, and the one over here. There's a wreckage there with a large constructor and a detector on board. But we have indeed found the iron asteroid we've been looking for. And we're going to do a bit of space mining, which is the first time we're going to have done any space mining at the moment. Fortunately, it looks like there aren't any drones around to make our life difficult, which is always the biggest risk with space mining. It used to be that in the early game, if you came up and did some space mining, you were at risk of getting yourself completely murdered by space drones. As is, that is no longer much of a concern. Oh look, there's even more cobalt ore there. Oh good lord. I've got so much cobalt ore. Anyway, I want to get iron ore as much as I can carry and process that. So this should be fairly quick. I mean, once you've got an EVA boost, especially with the epic drill, it is just a case of plow through it. I mean, I don't mind getting a bit of crushed stone because we're still a tiny bit short on carbon substrate or plastic for the CV, so we can convert a bunch of that into carbon substrate for us, so that won't be a big deal. So I can actually start that going straight away. We'll do the plastic first and we'll do the iron ore second, otherwise it'll convert the rock into iron ore, and that will be a annoying waste. But this should process a lot faster than things like cobalt does in that constructor, even though we have the constructor set to fast. So I want to be a little bit careful. I don't want to completely overfill the ship. Oh, we're going pretty well actually. Alright, I'll finish this off and then we'll head over to the pirate base. So, albeit very slowly, we're now finally approaching the pirate base. Now, I will show you a few things while we're here of why I would normally attack this base, because you can actually take some of this. This appears to be a pirate base, Commander. Some inside should know where we can find the recipe, or might want to hand it over with the appropriate argument. Now, this is where the appropriate argument comes in. I tend to use the inappropriate argument of hand it over, or I'll shoot you in the face. But there is another way, and if I can just find a way to park. Ooh, I've flown past it. Here it is. Get up. Unfortunately, yes, the ship is a little sluggish at the moment, so I'll get us down and then we'll go in. So at long last, here we are, landing on the pirate base. Now the pirate base will not be hostile to you when you attack. When you approach, unless you attack, I should say. I'm going to leave the ship here running, mainly because it's just processing stuff for me. I might top up my oxygen if it doesn't mind terribly. Yes, thank you. Now, we will go in with a weapon, but I am going to try and keep it holstered, and we'll probably put it down once we get into the main office, because I don't expect any resistance. So you simply go in, you go down, down the elevator through here, and then you should reach an area in here where actually there is atmosphere, and you can even turn your jetpack off. And there's a couple of assault cyborgs, but they won't attack you. You're neutral with the pirate base now. Oh look, this is different to it used to be. You used to go this way. Oh no, sorry. This is normal. There used to be a door here though, and you can go over and speak to this guy. Now, as you can see, there is a loot container here, and this will make you unfriendly. But there are several loot containers throughout this facility, and attacking can be quite profitable as long as you're ready for it. But for once, we will go the other way round, and we will talk to this guy, and he'll say, "Hey scumbag, what do you want?" And we'll say, "Buy a round." Stumbling in a pirate base, and the first thing you should do is buy a round. Cheers, man. I assume we could do business together. I can say I'm a smuggler or top raid. So I'll say I'm a smuggler. You don't look like a smuggler, but they might be you. Sorry. But hey, might be your disguise, right? What are you searching for? The Sausage Clan has a lot to offer. Secret recipes. Not sure what you're talking about. Let's go for the top raid. Oh, be careful, man. Appreciate you got to know from our latest coup, but better choose your next words wisely. So he praised them, and you go, "Ha, of course you're impressed. We stole that recipe right in front of their eyes. Walked in, showed our weapons, and they ran away. Ha! Well, only thing is, what should we do with the recipe now? Pirates don't want to brew beer, but drink it. Right, man? So we can ask for a client, ask for the recipe. So ask for a client, and I'll say, you're already new at this, right? Client has booked us anonymously. Oh, sorry, I thought we were asking for a client, but... So he says, but never picked up the recipe at the drop location. We were paid, though. Good deal, huh? To ask for the recipe? Yeah, you know, really starting to like your attitude, but there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. What's the price? Says, I think it's at least worth a platinum bar. So we have the platinum bar we were given. So we agree, give him the platinum bar. Says, alright, head down to the loading area and speak to our paymaster, Mobius. He will finalise the deal. And we go okay. Now, normally, if you threaten him, and the like, it will soon break down into a firefight, and you have to take these guys down pretty quickly before you get fried, and then you work your way down through the base. So, for this, we then have to head this way, and you head down here. Now, again, if you are attacking the base, pay attention to where the gun turrets are. And of course, there's all of these you can loot, which tend to have fuel and fuel and pentaxid in them. There's a bunch of T1 generators right here. We can go through this shutter door down this way, and I believe if we take down here, we have the Journey's End bar where we can buy some food, and this guy I think will buy classified data. These again, don't want to access any of these before they start shooting at us. And up here there is some other bits, like a couple of areas where there are bits you can loot. I think like in the bathroom here, but I think there's not this one then. One of these levels has a loot container in it. If you are attacking the base, obviously we are not, so we cannot. I think it's in here. Yeah, there's a loot container right there. But as is, I don't think we can loot that. Nope. So yeah, there's quite a few loot containers on the lower levels, white ones, but that's a red one, so I thought I'd point it out. But yeah, it's unusual for me not to attack this base, so I thought I would do it differently. So here, as you can see, there's quite a lot of bad guys to take down if you are fighting this, so you do need to be relatively prepared. But there are loot containers like this on every single level. So we're just going to jetpack our way down rather than use the elevator too much. So again, if you come down, you see more loot containers, more bad guys, another red loot container there. A few more guys we can speak to about trade if we want to. So these guys should now trade with us, as we basically have no reason, they have no reason not to trade with us because we haven't attacked. So if we have got here like SMGs and stuff like that, which we don't want, which I think we have several SMGs and I don't want any of them. So I can, yes sir. We can get rid of that one as well, and that projectile pistol. We can actually sell those off. So that is always handy to do, just gets you a bit of extra cash. So sell those off. Sell off that assault rifle, yes. We'll sell off that projectile pistol, yes. Anything else? Pulse laser, shotgun, no. We've got some rounds here. Let's sell some of those off. That would do. Mobility boost, armor boost would actually be handy if we could buy one. He doesn't have any, so he doesn't have any to buy, but we can sell goods. So there's quite a few goods here to sell. Actually, let's just chuck that in there. Have a look. I don't think he buys anything else that we have kicking around here. Let's have a look. This guy, he will buy our liquor, which will be nice, and our luxury goods. That is good. I think, oh no, is that that's for me to buy? I don't think he sells, he will buy them then. and I can put them in our inventory and check. The other thing, of course, if you've got the money, which we pretty much have some, you can get things like large optronic bridges and things like that, which are excellent for expanding your ship's cores. So things like the coolant and stuff like that, we might have some of that. So let's have a look here if we've got any of that on us. We've only got those, but I don't think he's going to buy those off us. I'll be honest, I really don't think he's going to take those. Because it doesn't seem like that's something he takes. It just seems like we can buy them, but we can't sell them to him. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bust there. But we'll chuck those back in the other container. Oh, there we go, get them out of our bag. And finally, we'll go down to this level. This level can be quite difficult because of these whacking 2 great laser guns. So if you're attacking this base, you've got to go very careful down here, and you've got to hop around between the containers to basically keep yourself alive. Another red container down here, lots of droids and stuff like that. And the guy you want to kill off and get the recipe off is this guy, Paymaster Mobius. So we'll speak to him and say, finally, someone who can make use of this. I hope you can make a profit from it, stranger. So we'll take it and we'll leave, and we've got the root beer formula, and it says retrieve the recipe still, which is probably because it has gone into our connected inventory, which is sometimes a problem. If we put this in our inventory, that should say yes, we've got it, and now we can go back to the distillery. So again, if you're going through it elevator wise, you just go out this way, we can go through that way and get ourselves straight back up and out, and we'll head back over to the distillery. So I'll bring you back in here. The hidden pirate station is here. I'm heading back over just to see what this was, because there was something that pinged up on the radar, so I thought I'd check it out. Actually, this one we can delete now. We know that's the iron. And I meant to say that actually the iron in space is so very profitable, because we got like 2,000 iron ore, which will make like 4,000 iron ingots, and that wasn't even the asteroid gone. So asteroid mining, hugely profitable. However, the point being is that we now have all the resources in for our ship. This is going to take a whole 1 second, so we are going to start production, and doink, and we're done. And then we can now spawn the Acomas by Willie H. So we're going to do this just in the middle of space here, because why not? Mainly because I'm getting bored traveling around at 46 meters a second, and even a CV will move a bit faster than that when it's got the ship on and everything. So let's get this one in. So as per normal, we just go here and we can spawn this little puppy. Oh, what's happened there? I think I got too close to my other ship and confused it. So we'll press spawn again, and a bit jittery. And I see what I'm doing. Because I'm scrolling my wheel, you should be able to scroll your wheel to move it in and out, but I seem to be scrolling through the guns. So we're just going to place it right there, and there it is. Nice little ship, highly upgradable, which is one of the big things I like about it. It's got the cockpit right at the front, so if you do get into a battle, you might get yourself annihilated. But you know, you can't have everything. And I believe, if I got it right, there was a quick entrance and exit on this ship. If there isn't, I will be adding one in due course, because I require a quick entrance and exit in the cockpit area. That might be the one thing it was missing. I, however, can now land the ship and dock it because that area was set for a dock. This area is set for either a gun turret or an artillery turret, but there's a nice little dock there ready for the ship, and I believe this thing can take an SV as well, if I was right. If not, I've made a mistake. But there we go, we should be able to dock this one down, and we're just going to turn the thrusters off on it for now, as it's going to keep processing our bits while we get this ship ready to roll. So the first thing we're going to want to do on this ship is get some power in. We've got at least quite a bit of fuel available, so we already have quite a few storage containers and things like that. Not vast amounts, but enough for a starter CV. So we'll go to the short hop, and the first thing we'll do is we'll get some of this fuel in the container. And there we go. That should be enough to keep us going for a while. I won't get rid of everything, but I will keep things moving. Then we can get some oxygen, because we're going to need some O2 here. This is not going to really sink us with massive amounts of O2. It might not even be enough to completely pressurize the ship. I'm hoping this will be enough. I'm not sure we're going to have enough O2 though. Don't think we've got any other O2 available to us at present. But this at least will allow us to power on the ship. I'll just turn off the thrusters for now. Not sure if we can... Oh, we are going to be low on O2. But that's something we can sort out. If anything, we can go and mine some of that ice, and we'll be able to sort that out in no time. So I'm going to turn the jetpack off so we can walk around the ship here. That's it. There is some side bays here for getting an SV on and off. There's a warp drive ready to go. Grav gen, some storage areas, and some of these storage areas I may well end up expanding out and putting in bits for like proper cargo storage, because as it is, I think this one's got, you've got 142k ammo container and a 320k container, but I suspect we can do better. And as I say, there's some generators and some other bits. There's plenty of room here set up for upgrading to much larger thrusters. So that's an excellent start on the ship. This one takes you up to here where there is some living areas with a fridge and things like that. Some showers, changing rooms, some beds, which I'll probably switch around and just make into my quarters. There are some spaces here for grow plots, which is something I considered quite essential, that many of the other options didn't have. Now, these storage containers here I will probably get rid of, and I will probably move like fridge and cooker up here, because to me that seems less necessary, and then I might end up using this area for something else. I haven't quite decided yet. Med bay, which is excellent to have, and we're straight back down. Up here, this takes us out to the landing pad where we've just been. So getting confused myself about where we are. So that is your quick exit. You go from driving seat straight out and up. This takes you down to your SV bay, and that basically gets you all the way down to the back of the ship, where you can add some generators. Let's say you could add another constructor here. This is a large constructor. You could add, in my opinion, another set of storage containers here, or fuel, or things like that. This also opens up for you to install many more thrusters. So that's all good, and with that I'm going to go and investigate what this was. and we'll leave the short hop doing its thing, processing at the moment. The other thing I should actually do is, just before we take off, is always here all the things will be turned on. So we will want to make sure that this, for example, is turned off for the minute, just to sort of reduce power usage, because, well, we don't need it at the moment. We've got two T1 generators there, and we've got space for more. So we can always pick up those from the wreckage we saw earlier. And as you'll see, with no problem at all, we're up to 100k. So that's always good. So we've got station. The commander reports problems with the fuel depot containment field. We should shut down our weapons turrets in the control panel P before landing. So this is truthfully to stop you using ship's weapons for an upcoming fight. I am going to do it the proper way. I never ever normally do this the proper way. So the short hop is shut down. I will shut the turrets off on here, even though they have no ammo anyway, but I will shut them off. As I said, the short hop is now off. I have transferred... Oh, nice parking, Sev. I have transferred everything over to the ship. As you'll see, we have a lot more oxygen available because I went over to a ice asteroid and basically picked up some ice. Just a small little smidgen of 2,366 ice, and we've made ourselves a bunch of oxygen. Because, in all honesty, I didn't want to run out of O2, especially when I know what's coming here. And also, I need to get myself some O2 right here before we head out. I don't want to run out of O2 while I'm on the mission. That is one thing I don't know where it is here. There we go. We will O2 ourselves up. Here we go, and we'll head out over onto the base. Now, yeah, this part, there will be a fight coming up, and previously I have always used ship weapons for it. I don't know if anything bad happens now. Last time it said I had to shut down my things, and I didn't, and it went fine. So I will have to test it to see if something bad now happens. But we'll go and speak to Brewmaster Lark, and we hand him the goodies. It says, "Welcome back, my friend. Did you have any success given the recipe? Awesome. Please head over to the Distillery main building and check with my colleague Brewmaster Ilford, and he will initiate the brewing process." So we go over this way, and he will initiate the brewing process. Come on, sir. And there you go. You're late. What? Whatever. A whole universe of taste is in peril. We must hurry. This is no worries. Despite your questionable delay, I will meet the schedule. There is a recreation area in the office on the other side of the building, so thank you for your understanding, but please do not stand in my way any longer. What a cheerful guy. I've worked with people like that. So, we go over to here, and it says, I would expect to at least get some refreshments in the distillery, right? So we got to go into this back room, where we go. And like, yeah, we'll go use the bathroom, wash ourselves off. This is Brewmaster Lark speaking. Battle stations, we've been sabotaged, I tell you, defense turrets and blah, 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 blah. To everyone with a weapon, defend the station until we're back online. Under no circumstances ship's weapons may be used. A single stray shot will blow up the station. Hand weapons only. Protect the recipe at all costs. Lock and load. You see, so they're very thing that you must use hand weapons only. Whether this is actually true, I don't know. But Now, if I remember rightly, there will be a bunch of Ziraxian scumbags out there, and we need to dispose of those Ziraxian scumbags. Ow. Why these aren't doing anything to help us, I don't know. Hello? There you go. I always want to go out and grab the stuff. But there's loads of these bad guys, and damn does that hurt. Okay, that stung slightly. Let's reload. And it also sounds like there's people just outside the door now. Goodbye. There's definitely more out there. Can I have your stuff? Yes, I can reach your stuff. And you, and do you mind if I heal myself just a little? You wouldn't be able to heal me. Yes, thank you. There you go, because I don't particularly want to die doing this. I've died doing this before. And that's even with ship's weapons. Goodbye. Let's reload. And there's normally more bad guys than this. More bad guys? There are normally more bad guys. Where are they? Now, someone did suggest to me I could scout using my my drone, but you know, where's the fun in that? Takes all the fun out of it, doesn't it? Come on, die. Detecting more enemy signatures in ETA of blah. Oh, hello. Get down. Anyone else? Any more for any more? More incoming, I suspect. Oh, yeah, that's an incoming guy right there. And you, sir, you need to die. We'll grab your stuff as well before you despawn. Can we reload? And how many bullets we got? We've got a reasonable number of bullets. Oh, I saw you. I saw you. Just pop your head up again if you don't mind. Thank you. Oh god. Yeah, I remember. There's a big golem guy going to come around the corner here. He does not want to die. Oh, he's going to try and punch me in the face. I need to move. Ow. Yeah, he didn't punch me in the face. Move. Oh god. Oh god. There's another one coming. Run! Run through the door! Run through the door! Run through the door! Run through the door! Oh, sorry. Take this! I will win, you lose. I'm not quite sure what all that's about. Okay. So there's some big guys out there. I need to just, where was the guy who shot me? There was definitely a guy who shot me right there. I mean, not that I need the vast amounts of healing, but where's the big... Get back. Wow, that was loud. God, ow, 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 ow. Where'd all the little things come from? There you go. Let's get those. Hopefully my armor isn't too screwed at the moment. Any more? Where's the big Giga gone? Or Golem gone? I don't see any more. Whoa! Golem! I found a golem! I found a golem. Do you mind just standing there and not hitting me? Thank you. Oh, I can't carry all my stuff. Oh, I can't reach my ship. I should have thought that through. In which case, let's, Ow! 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 That hurt. What have you got? Anything really desperate? No. Okay. Anything else here? I don't see any more bad guys. I think that's saying that was the end of it. That's what I'm saying. If I go over this far, I should be able to unload my gear as long as I'm in range now. Yes. So let's go to the fridge here. We can sort meds out in a minute, but we'll just unload those. Let's stick some of these in trade goods. Yeah, that'll do. Anything else? Let's go weapons and ammo. You'll see I've managed to make myself some containers here to do things. We need to get rid of that one. That's quite heavy. And then we can go back and see if we can loot any of the guys before they've despawned. Ooh, that's bright. Don't despawn, my friend. Don't despawn. Give me your loots. Don't despawn. I want your loots. Thank you. Okay. So, I think we need to speak to Brewmaster Lark now. And, Mr. Lark, sir. Do you mind if I jetpack my way up? Thank you. Says, formidable! How can we ever repay you for this extraordinary service? How about some beer? I know. A ticket for the anniversary party. It was sold out months ago. Thanks. Please head over to the Inferno Club. Check with the club manager, Slick. The root beer delivery has already been dispatched with a shuttle, so nothing remains for you to do. You will get the promised gratification in course. Thank you again for helping in our ongoing evaluation program. It's been a pleasure. Wonderful. Have a great time. Party time! Okay. So, with that fight over and actually done properly for once. Who knew I could do it properly? We'll top ourselves up and we'll have a quick look at my armor. My armor looks okay, I'm surprised. And for some reason their automated gun turrets don't actually help at all. Maybe it's the one stray bullet thing. So we can now go back onto our ship and head over to the Inferno Club. But that will have to be next time, because I've got to say, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.